YouTube, my guys, my girls, it's your man VeracityTT back again with another tutorial. Today, I am going to be running my beat from the MPC going directly to the X32 through USB. Then I'm going to record that beat on the X32 with a USB flash drive. So first thing we're going to do is format the flash drive. Now let's jump right into it. I'm not gonna waste your time. First thing you wanna do is make sure you are using master boot record, the MBR, and not the GPT, I believe. And I'm using a 32 gigabyte flash drive. They recommend using 16 or 8 gigs, but I'm using a 32 gig. Also, you wanna make sure your format is FAT32, okay? FAT32, and you know that's limited to 4 gigabyte file sizes, so be careful with that while you're recording if you're doing multiple tracks. All right, so the first thing I want to do is name my track. So I'm gonna name this piano. You have to make sure you name everything so you don't get confused when it's time to root the sound, okay? Because it's going to go according to the programs at the bottom. It's not going to go according to the track name the way that I'm about to show you guys how to do it. So I'm just quickly naming stuff real quick. So when we get to drums, what you want to do is break this down by exploding it. So click on the pencil icon here, click explode right over there. Then when you go back here, just rotate it and you can see all the tracks there. So now, also, you have to make sure that you have to name each one of those drum programs at the bottom. You're going to have to copy and duplicate that program so they can be individuals, because that's the name that it's going to. So to start off, I'm going to name this one drums with drums. Just watch how I do it. Then I'm going to go here to snare, click on that, duplicate it. And now you see that one. Now I can name that to snare, because this is what you're going to be rooting. You're not rooting the tracks, you're rooting the programs. See that? Duplicate it, name it clap. So all of this is necessary just so you won't get confused with everything. All right, so that's the hi-hat. Duplicate it, name it hi-hat. You got me? So yep, we got everything named out. Okay, so now you want to go to that setting gear icon and go right over down to audio device, click it, click in this box and make sure you're on the Behringer x32 option there, and yeah, right here. And you also want to make sure that once you click it, you want to make sure that you select that 32 in, 32 out option there. Yep. So your MPC is going to ask you if you want to restart, and you just hit yes. And when we come right back, we'll start rooting the sound. Okay, so we're back. Now, what you want to do is click the eye right there. You see it? That's going to open up this menu. And you see where the drums are. You click in this box, and then this is where you'll see all your sounds: 808, snare, clap, hi-hats. That's all the programs that we named. So you see the snare. I'm looking on the X32. Snare is channel 3 right there. So we're going to set the snare to channel 3 in here. I usually don't use the stereo because the X32 has an option to be mono or stereo on the tracks themselves. So I just used out 3 like that, and that way I have more tracks just in case things get crazy in the MPC. So my 808 is on track 1, so I'm just going according to how I have it set on the X32, just to link it up with how I named it on the Scribble scripts. So the clap is channel 4, see what I mean? So I'm gonna just click in there, go down to channel 4, etc, etc, etc. So this is how you root your sound, right? So when you hear play, there you have it. It's going to the X32. Now all you got to do is come up here, hit the view button next to there. You get this screen. If I hit play again on the MPC, then you just hit record and you're done. That's how you do it. You record straight to the USB. One more thing I want to show you, tab over here and go to config, and you see left and right. This is where you can change what tracks you're actually recording. That main left and right that I'm on is only going to record stereo tracks that are, it's only going to record stereo tracks. So if you have, like, for instance, your 808 set in mono or whatever, you might want to go to the monitors left and right to record stereo tracks and mono tracks. But if you have main left and right, it's only going to record your stereo tracks that's left and right. So I'll show you what I'm saying here when I give you an example of that. So you see here, this is the record screen on the X32 edit app. When you scroll down here, this is the easier way to just select it. It's all the way at the bottom, monitor left and right, and you can use any of them channels if you want. So this is how you record with, that's the monitor left and right. That's how you record with the mono and stereo channels. Cause like how I got this template set up, the 808 and the kick and also the bass, every scribble script that you see in green there, those are all monos. So yep, you just go down there, you change it to monitor left or whatever, and it's going to record both stereo and mono. So just a tip for you guys.